Numbers 16. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, while Yehoshua died on the stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. Yah is a very jealous El. He is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth. There is no other. He is the first and the last. He's a very jealous El. He doesn't even want the names of idols to come to our lips, or mighty ones to come to our lips. Numbers 16. And Quorah, Qorah with a dot, son of Yitzhar, Yitshar, son of Quahath, Quehath, son of Lewi, Le with a half a check mark, Wi, took both Dathan, Dathan, and Abiram, AB with a dash underneath of it, Iram, the sons of Eliab, Eliyab with a line underneath of it, and On. Someone named their son On, O-N. Not even like O-N-H, just O-N. Like Dan. I bet you Dan did that. Son of Peleth, Peleth, sons of Reuben, R-E'-U-B with a line underneath of it, E with a half a check mark, N. And they rose up before Moshe with some of the children of Israel, 250 leaders of the congregation, called ones of the meeting, men of name, and they assembled against Moshe and against Aaron, and said to them, Enough of you, for all the congregation is set apart, all of them, and Yah is in their midst. Why then do you lift up yourselves above the assembly of Yah? Alright, these guys are really mad. And when Moshe heard, he fell on his face and spoke to Korah and all his company, saying, Tomorrow morning Yah shall make known who is his and who is set apart, and bring him near to him. And let him bring near to him the one whom he chooses. Do this, take fire holders, Korah, and all your company, and put fire in them, and put incense in them before Yah tomorrow. And it shall be that one whom Yah chooses is the set apart one. Enough of you, sons of Levi. And Moshe said to Korah, Hear now, you sons of Levi, is it little to you that the Elohim of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel to bring you near to himself, and to perform the service of the dwelling place of Yah, and to stand before the congregation to serve them, and that he has brought you near to himself, you and all your brothers, the sons of Levi, with you, yet you seek the priesthood as well? Therefore you and all your company are set against Yah and Aaron. What is he that you grumble against him? And Moshe sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, but they said, We are not coming up. Is it little that you have brought us up out of the land flowing with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, that you would also seize total rule over us? More grumbling. Also, you have not brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, nor given us inheritance of the fields and vineyards. Would you bore out the eyes of these men? We are not coming up. And Moshe became very displeased and said to Yah, Do not respect their offering. I have not taken one donkey from them, nor have I done harm to any of them. Then Moshe said to Korah, tomorrow you and all your company shall be there before Yah, and you and they and Aaron, and take each one his fire holder, and you shall put incense in it, and let each one bring his fire holder before Yah, 255 50 fire holders, and you and Aaron. Oh yeah, the bells of Satan, calling all Satanists. Gotta love it. No, I don't. 250 fire holders, and you and Aaron, each one with his fire holder. So each one took his fire holder and put fire in it, and laid incense on it, and stood at the door of the tent of appointment with Moshe and Aaron. And Korah assembled all the congregation against them at the door of the tent of appointment. Then the esteem of Yah appeared to all the congregation, and Yah spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from the midst of this congregation, and let me consume them in a moment. But they fell on their faces and said, O El Elohim of the spirits of the all flesh, when one man sins, are you wroth with all the congregation? And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, speak to the congregation, saying, move away from around the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. So Moshe rose up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. And he spoke to the congregation, saying, please turn away from the tents of those wrong men. Do not touch whatever belongs to them, lest you be consumed in all their sins. Then they moved away from around the tents of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood at the door of the tents with their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moshe said, by this you know that Yah has sent me to do all these works, that they are not from my own heart. If these die as all men do, or if they are visited as all men are visited, then Yah has not sent me. But if Yah creates what is unheard of, and the earth opens its mouth and swallows them up with all that belongs to them, and they go down alive into Sheol, then you shall know that these men have scorned Yah. And it came to be, as he ended speaking all these words, that the ground under them split apart, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them up with their households, and all the men of Korah with all their goods. So they and all those with them went down alive into Sheol, and the earth closed over them, and they perished from the midst of the assembly. And all Israel who were around about them fled at their cry, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up. And a fire came out from Yah and consumed the 250 men who were offering incense. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying to Eleazar, son of Aaron, the priest, to pick up the fire holders out of the blaze, for they are set apart, and scatter the fire from some distance away. The fire holders of these men who sinned against their own lives, let them be made into beaten plates as a covering for the slaughter place, because they brought them before Yah. Therefore they are set apart, and let them become a sign to the children of Israel. And Eleazar the priest took the bronze fire holders which those who were burned up had brought, and they were beaten out as a covering on the slaughter place, a remembrance to the children of Israel, that no stranger who is not of the seed of Aaron should come near to offer incense before Yah, and not be like Korah and his company, as Yah had said to him through Moshe. But all the congregation of the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron on the next day. The next day? They just watched like 250 people get vaporized, and then the earth opened up and swallowed a bunch of people, including their families and all that they had, and they're grumbling the next day. Oh man, I'm not perfect. I would have killed them. would have just smited them anyways. Sorry, Moshe. I guess you guys can have your families and it'll happen some other time. Savage. Yah is very forgiving. I mean, really, really, really forgiving. But all the congregation of the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron on the next day, saying, You have killed the people. You have killed the people of Yah. And it came to be when the congregation assembled against Moshe and against Aaron that they turned toward the tent of appointment. Okay, so they blamed Moshe for being able to. Moshe in himself could never have could never have done something like that. Never. He's just a human. He just spoke what Yah was speaking to him. And see, the cloud covered it, and the esteem of Yah appeared, and Moshe and Aaron came before the tent of appointment. And Yah spoke to Moshe, saying, Arise from amidst this congregation, and let me consume them in a moment. Like, this is the second time now. He's like, Step aside, please. I can do this. I can do this. You don't. These people don't need to exist. They are so foolish. And they fell on their faces. So Moshe said to Aaron, Take the fire holder and put fire in it from the slaughter place and lay incense on, and go hurry to the congregation and make atonement for them, for wrath has gone out from Yah, the plague has begun. And Aaron took it as Moshe commanded and ran into the midst of the assembly and saw that the plague had begun among the people. And they laid on the incense and made atonement for the people and stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stopped, and those who died in the plague were 14,700, besides those who died on account of Korah. Then Aaron returned to Moshe at the door of the tent of appointment, for the plague had stopped. 14,700 by the time it took this man to go and get fire from the set apart place and throw some incense on it and pray to Yah. And he did that right away, and it said he ran. So he took off over there to get this done because he wanted to help these people, and they're probably going to turn on him again. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They will not. They're a foolish nation. People are a foolish people. You will always be foolish. I think I want to say that I'm wise, but at the same time, I don't think I'm wise at all. Not at all. If you know something, it's that you know nothing at all. Anyways.